Hello, everybody. We are painting birch trees today, and I started taping them off and thought, oh, I could probably record that part as well. I'm just using washi tape, and be sure to just really press it down so that the paint won't sneak under there. And I am just going to fill in the background with some water, with some clean water. And you guys, with the tape, you can do varying sizes if you'd like. You could rip the tape in half or cut it in half if you wanted some skinnier trees, either in the foreground or the background. You could put little branches on there, but I just decided to keep it simple for this painting today. And just starting to dab in my color onto that wet background. I'm starting obviously with a nice bright yellow, and then I'm going to bring in some yellow ochre, which is just one of my favorite colors, to kind of warm it up a little bit, tone it down. And just dabbing in that color, we're going to put a couple more colors in there as well. You use whichever colors you want. Maybe you just want yellows and leave it at that. But I am going to add some orange here. And I'm just taking the orange right out of the pan, actually all of my colors. Sometimes I mix colors together. For the leaves of this painting, I am just letting the colors mix right on the paper. So the background is wet, put my yellows in. The yellows are still wet. I'm adding the orange, and that is blending in there with the yellows. And now dropping in some nice red to add to it. I don't know where you are in the world, but in this part of the country, I often see, when I see birch trees in the fall, it's only yellows, but for the leaves. But I just love orange and red, so I'm kind of taking some creative license here and just adding some green in at the bottom to indicate the ground. You don't have to do that. You can just have it be all the leaves in the background, whatever you'd like. And now I noticed some white spots, so I'm just coming in with the red and filling in any place where I see some white showing through the white of the paper. All right, and that is all dry. You can see that little orange splotch on there. That's because when I was using my hairdryer to dry the paint, I still had some drops of paint on the washi tape and the painter's tape. So I'm just taking a little piece of paper towel and just drying off my taped areas so that I don't do that again next time that I use my hairdryer or put my hand in it accidentally, whatnot. So just drying all those off to prevent any more. Obviously, it's not that big of a deal because we're doing another layer of color here, and I'm going to speed this one up because it's literally pretty much the same as the first layer. Um, the only thing I'm doing differently in this one is I'm not using the bright yellow, so I'm just starting off with yellow ochre and adding my orange in there and some drops of red as well. Just kind of play with the color until you like it. Now for the grass, I wanted to tone that bright green down, so I added some brown and green together and just laying that in there as well. I feel like that looks really nice. And you can do as many layers as you want. I'm actually going to leave it like this just for 2 layers. And taking the tape off, you can see obviously we've got very stark white, very straight lines, and that's okay. I mean, birch trees tend to be somewhat straight, but I'm going to come in and put some gray on the left sides because my light's coming from the right side in my mind. And so we're going to just put a little shadow on the side there. And you can see I've got two little things of black paint there. One of them really watered down, which is what I'll be doing for this first step. And I'm adding even more water on my brush so you can see it's going to be a very light wash of black that ends up looking gray as when you add enough water to it. So just going to go down that left side, being somewhat careful because you want to just kind of stay within the tree. I do go outside the lines a couple times, but you will see that is quite all right. So just, and I'm not trying to do a straight line. I want it to be a little bit wonky here and there, but keeping it mostly to that left side. And I'm going to do that obviously for the other two trees as well. And you can see just moving on down. And I will do a second layer as well, just to darken up the shadow a little bit. But I'll go ahead and speed up here so you can just pause it if you're painting with me. But otherwise, I'm just laying in that gray color and darkening it up a little bit, obviously knowing it'll dry lighter. And you can see on the bottoms, I decided to cover the whole bottoms pretty much. All right, now I'm taking a couple little gift cards, not sponsored by Home Goods or Starbucks, mind you, but I'm gonna take that darker black wash that has a lot more pigment to it than it has water. That first one we did, it was a lot of water and not very much color. So, and I'm just spreading it around because I want my gift card to be able to fit in it. I want it to be covered. And I would really recommend, yeah, just dip it in there and see. I would recommend practicing. I have painted birch trees several times over the years, but I have not practiced in a long time, and for some reason didn't practice for this painting. So when I do this first little swipe here, it's a little underwhelming and not what I was going for. But as usual, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Oh my goodness. Wait, it even gets worse. Watch this. Oh my gosh. I did this one and I was like, well, I guess we're throwing this one away. But then I thought, nope, I'm just going to keep going. Let's see what it looks like. And I actually, so let me try to fix it. Nope, made it worse. But that's okay. I'm glad I kept going because I truly do like the way this looks at the end. Even that middle tree. I did make myself feel better by Googling images of birch trees and seeing that a lot of them do have those giant kind of black marks on them. So we're just going to pretend that I did that on purpose and that it's an accurate depiction of a birch tree. Okay, but also keeping in mind, abstract. We're not going for realism. Okay, just keep putting your little swipes in there and until you like it. I am going to speed it up here because this is what I'm going to do up and down each side. I'm going to do fewer marks on the right side of the trees, but you'll see here in a minute that um, you're just going to lay them in there until you like what they look like. Just play with it, have fun with it. You could even leave it like that, you know, if you don't want to go down the right side. But I do like adding a few in there on the right side. And then I try to fix that middle one, still on the struggle bus there, but again, it's going to work out. Now I'm taking my little Starbucks gift card. If you don't have a little card like that, just cut one up and make it the size you want. And you might not want it at all. I just was trying to fill in that little spot up there. Would have been fine if I left it too. All right, time to take the tape off. I had no idea my camera moved and that the sunlight was coming in. I was just in my own little world. I'm going to add some detail down that spot that was giving me some troubles. And I've got my Micron size 2 black pen and just adding in a little bit of detail to that big black splooge. And I like it. I'm starting to like it a lot better. And now I'm going to outline each of the trees. I really am just scratching in the outline. I am going to purposefully make some of them a little kind of bumpy, like kind of jutting out a little bit here and there. Very subtle, but you'll see because I'm going to go over each of these outlines twice. But just laying in that first outline, and it just kind of gives some nice definition, makes them stand out a little bit more. And I'm going to go ahead and speed it up though, because this is what I'm doing for all of the trees. You can see I made it jut out there a little bit on that middle tree and just continuing to add the details. Then again, like I said, going over each of them twice, adding a couple more details as I see fit. All right, and there's a heart. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of blurry, but there's a heart, and I love that. I love naturally occurring hearts. Go ahead and sign your artwork. Put a date on there too if you want. And there you have it. A finished little birch tree that was very simple. You can make it, again, add more branches, whatever you'd like. Either way, I hope you had fun with this and that you will let me know if you gave it a try. Join me for the next video. See you then.